welcome back to Belize. In the last vlog, we just arrived via a small domestic plane over from Belize City to the tiny, vibrant island of Caye Caulker. We threw down our suitcases and headed straight over to the Lazy Lizard for a margarita and a stunning sunset view. This is what my little eyeballs are seeing right now. The most incredible fiery sunset. If you turn around, there's Atalanta, and this is like the bar area that you can come and you can rent out cabanas, and then there is the beach. Oh my goodness. The next morning we woke up bright and early to stretch our legs with a quiet stroll around the island and hear the waves roll in. But before we did, it was time for our morning iced coffee. Good morning my loves and welcome to Caye Caulker. So I'm going to be spending the next few days exploring the island, going snorkeling, diving and experiencing what Caye Caulker has to offer. And first of all, it is so beautiful here. You mostly travel around via golf cart and barefoot, and it's a teeny tiny island that you can walk the perimeter in about half an hour. So I'm going to show you everything we're going to get up to, but first we're now going for a little sunrise walk, and I'm outside a little coffee place called Ice and Beans, which is a play on rice and booze, which I love. And I'm going to get an iced coffee, then wander around showing you all the sights along the way. I'm already so happy. I love being on an island. It is my most happy place. But first, coffee. I can recommend this coffee shop enough. The staff are great, the coffee was strong, and I love the pastries on offer. And bonus points were adopted by the two dogs chilling outside who took us for a long walk around the island. I am absolutely loving life here in Caye Caulker. We've adopted a dog, or rather the dog has adopted us, that we've named Pluto. Show you what we get up to. I've now adopted another dog, currently fulfilling my services as a masseuse. This waterfront bar became our go-to spot for breakfast and drinks whilst we were at Caye Caulker. It's also conveniently close to the meeting points and the dock for snorkeling, diving and boat trips. It's also a great place to dig your feet in the sand and enjoy a sea breeze when the sun is blazing hot above you too. As it was a particularly windy day, we couldn't go through with our original plan to visit Belize's latest dive site at Calabash Key to have a tour around the seaweed farm, but our expert guides came up with a different plan instead. And we're going on the boat, we're doing a little boat tour. Our guides took us for a scenic tour around the island. We'd spot wildlife along the way and see people whooping and cheering, enjoying the water sports zooming past. It all felt a bit like a dream if I'm honest. After an hour or so we briefly stopped off at a site where you could hand feed giant tarpon with little sardines. These fishies are included within a species protected by the catch and release law since 2008. And one thing to note, they're massive and they can grow up to 200 pounds and can jump up high. So if you decide to do these, mind your fingers. After the adrenaline and exhilaration, our guides teased us with a few of the waves from the barrier reef, which was choppy and challenging to say the least, before letting us jump off the boat to cool down. I thought the first swim of a trip would always be the best, but phew, I was wrong because it gets better and better. Just you wait and see. After a little dip in the sea, we are now in the island of San Pedro, and here you'll find more bars, more restaurants, more hotels, more resorts, and a generally faster pace of life. So our guide likened Caye Caulker as more of a backpacker's paradise. It's more laid back and chilled, whereas this one's more like go, go, go. So we're just about to go to the Belize Chocolate Company for a little sample, and then we're going to wander around, see what it's like, and then head over for some lunch. And still playing above me. We enjoyed a delightful lunch of empanadas, tuna tartare and ceviche at LB's Kitchen, and we even got to have a quick chat with the charming owner herself. It's centrally located in San Pedro and has a fantastic selection of fresh seafood and catch of the day. Oh my gosh, I am editing and drooling over these clips and I could eat that tuna right now. Our short but very sweet visit to this island came to an end and it was time to hop back onto the boat for another tour around. We're going to look at the big iguana. Is that his eyes? Oh my gosh, it's huge! Oh, hello, Mr. Iguana. We are now in a very secret beach that our guide has dropped us off in. It's only just us. Nothing else by the little sandy bank, apart from crystal clear waters. Look, you can see my toes. Got a local beer. And we're just sitting here chilling, having a chat. With seesaw wavy hair and a few new tan lines, we came back to the hotel, had a quick shower and rushed out to the Iguana Reef Bar for another stunning sunset view. What a day, what a life. I'm still pinching myself. Seems to be a lovely little spot to watch the sunset from.
And then randomly, 2 pelicans are just there, so we just ordered us a few drinks and we're just going to chill here and show you our second sunset from this island. But I think I personally really prefer the vibe and the ambience of Caye Caulker compared to San Pedro, because it's just so laid back and everyone's just super chill. So nice! So let me show you what I am seeing right now.
Do you prefer a sunrise or a sunset view? I can never decide. But after gazing at this long enough for my ice cubes to melt, we headed out for a seafood dinner, and this time we had a treat of enjoying some live music to accompany our food too. I'm sure it's a combination of this trip, these experiences, and this talented singer, but it made me feel so soppy, so teary, and also happy to be in Belize. Alright, it's time for my favourite day of Belize so far. We're about to go on 2 huge bucket list adventures today, but first, breakfast.
It is the next morning and we're now at Amor E Cafe, excuse my pronunciation, for some breakfast before we go on a scenic flight over the Blue Hole. I'm so excited! But first, breakfast. I've gone for a grilled sandwich with fried egg, bacon, lettuce, red onion and tomato, and an iced coffee.
I thought I'd sneak a few clips of the group's breakfast because I'm always having a nose at what everyone else has ordered, but after a full tummy, it was time to head off for our first activity. Woohoo!
Breakfast was delicious and I'm now all fueled up going on a walk over to the airstrip where we're going to catch a tropic air flight and have a scenic flight over the Blue Hole, and this is something very, very, very special to do, so I am beyond excited.
Okay, this is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and I still can't believe I got to do this. The tourism board arranged for us to fly over the Great Blue Hole. I even got to be co-pilot and I tried very hard not to push any buttons or push any of the levers. It was very tempting to. Home to hammerhead sharks, giant groupers and incredible marine life, this giant sinkhole can be seen from outer space and it's one of the top scuba diver sites not only in Belize but in the world. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is 406.9 feet deep, 300 meters across, and it's one of the world's largest natural formation of its kind, and geologists think the caves were first formed over 150,000 years ago. If you're intending to treat yourself and your loved ones, the 20-minute journey will sweep you over to the Great Blue Hole for private and uninterrupted views. It will soar you to dizzying heights over the barrier reef, glide past abandoned shipwrecks, and hover above endless glittering seascapes. It was so surreal, a spectacle, and I felt so teeny tiny looking over the Great Blue Hole. I still can't get over the experience, and if you're able to, I highly, highly, highly urge you to add this to your must-do activities in Belize. It was an absolute treat. We have just gotten back from our scenic flight over the Great Blue Hole and it was incredible, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
I'm joined by Atalanta here, by the way. Here she is! The whole journey took about 20 or so minutes and we went all angles. We literally tilted that way and tilted that way, and we got to see the incredible views over Belize, and it was just quite an emotional moment.
It was.
We're now enjoying a drink and we're about to go on a snorkeling trip to
Shark Ray Alley
to see stingrays and sharks. And yeah, I'm going to take you along, switching over to GoPro.
We spent the afternoon snorkeling in Hol Chan Marine Reserve and Shark Ray Alley, one of the most beautiful, picturesque and magical places I've ever had the opportunity to swim in. It's close to Belize's 185-mile-long Great Barrier Reef and home to incredible marine life, not limited to colourful coral reef, turtles, fish, rays and peaceful nurse sharks over 2 meters long. It's a protected area and we took great care to not disturb the animals in the habitat, but being able to witness them calmly swimming past you, under you and by you, oh my gosh, I have no words. Seeing the turtles, ray and sharks up close, this isn't something I will ever forget. And sadly, this brings our short yet mesmerizing visit to Belize to an end, for now at least. We ended the day with a fantastic dinner at a newly opened resort, reachable via private transfer before our last breakfast and fresh watermelon juice. Thank you so much to the tourism board and the teams involved for such a dreamy week. I can't wait to visit again next time to show you even more of this beautiful destination, because we've barely touched the surface of what's on offer in Belize. Until then, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video, my loves. Goodbye!